Bethany here and welcome to my channel. Today I am joining the Team Tiny Hop for December and we have the theme of winter. So I'm going to do a little bit different take on it. I've done a lot of snow scenes lately and snow globes, so I feel like doing something a little different for me is going to be perfect. So I am going to start with this Spellbinder die. It's called the Parcel and Post Mailbox, and this is one of the die sets that when I first saw it I was like, I have to have it, but I waited patiently until I could afford it because sometimes die sets are not cheap. So I am going to go ahead and cut out what I want in several different colors and I will be right back. I have chosen two different colored reds, one for a highlight and one for the back. If you look at the example shows that the darker color is the one that is the smaller parts and the lighter color. I wanted to do the opposite because I felt like sometimes my sentiment that I put on things, if I use the darker color, it gets hidden. So I wasn't going to do it that way. I'm not going to assemble right away though because I want to go ahead and use one of the Parcel and Post sentiments. It is a stamp set that is sold separately, and I am picking Sending a Little Holiday Sparkle. And I have mounted that on a clear acrylic block with some lines to help me hopefully line this up as best as possible. And I am using the clear Color Hive ink, and I'm going to smoosh it in really well because I'm only giving myself one try at this. Before I do that though, hey, look at this. I remembered because I do care about this one. But I'm going to use the Pink and Main embossing powder. I forget what they call it specifically, but it's supposed to take the static off of your paper so that you're not putting embossing powder where you don't want it. Alright, now I'm going to use the clear Color Hive ink and eyeballing here as best as I can to the middle. I'm letting it rest just a tad. There we go. It's not super center, but it will work for me. I'm not going to be very picky. And then borrowing my mom's tweezers, I'm going to go ahead and put some Wow embossing powder. It's the metallic fine rich actually it says super fine metallic gold rich. I don't think that's a typo. But anyways, I'm going to put a generous layer and then tap, tap, tap. And do a little bit more right there. That first line didn't get such a great layer. And then I'm going to set this aside and clean it up later. But I am going to use the tweezers so I don't burn my fingers, but on the highest heat setting, I will heat this up. And there is the sentiment. Before I get too far, I'm going to put my little stamp here for the letter. Comes with the letter front, even though there's an envelope lid to it that would, I guess, go over that, but it's okay. We're improvising here. And I'm using the Color Hive Remarkable ink, and I'm going to line it up towards the base of that little piece of paper. And that is just absolutely adorable. Now I am going to go ahead and start assembling with my Barely Art Glue. The first part I'm going to do, I'm going to work with the parts I know exactly where they go, which will help become a guide for the parts I don't 100% know or understand where they're going. I have my little cheat sheet out, which is basically the package it came in, so I can at least kind of eyeball it, make sure it looks semi-right before I commit. And then I'm going to do the little door. And I'm not going to go to the edge on the door just because in case I want to tuck something in somewhere, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put everything yet, like I said. So now I have a guide for the sentiment in the middle. because I have everything else there. And now I can get it pretty lined up there in the center. And now I'm going to do the lovely little handle, if I can figure out exactly how it goes. It looks like this part of the handle goes down first. Let me get the glob of glue that's been growing there out of my way. And just putting little tiny dots of glue, because it's such a fragile little piece. I'm going to try to get it in the middle as much as possible, knowing it may be an epic fail and just accepting that it may be an epic fail. All right, and then I'm going to dab up a little bit of that excess glue with my fingertips. And I don't think I did too bad for aiming. It might be slightly crooked, but I don't think it's noticeable enough that someone's going to go, oh no, it's so crooked. Giving myself the benefit of the doubt here. All right, except for I'm now throwing my piece all over the place. Fantastic. Bloopers, anybody? All right. I die cut this little handle out of gold foil cardstock from Michaels. So now I have the parts of the envelope here, and I'm just going to leave this triangle for another day, but I will tuck it in as if it's being mailed out. There's a little extra glue. So now all I'm going to do is put my die cut down, but you'll notice I have a little extra bit, and that's what I cut my envelope out of. This is actually to be an offset shadow, because when I pre-placed this here, it just blended in a little too much. So this is my tip for the day, is anytime you see that you have a die cut or a shape, or you're cutting out a sentiment, just a strip of, or a rectangle that you have your sentiment on, and you see it's blending in too much, don't be afraid to cut out the same exact size and then go ahead and do an offset like this. You can also do a shadow, but I chose a lighter color because I felt like a darker color was the wrong direction for what I was going for. But it is possible to also do a shadow, like you're doing a drop shadow. This drop shadow is going to be a highlight drop shadow. So not really a shadow, just more of a dimensional popping off the page type of thing. So that is my quick tip for the day. And the assembly of this is pretty straightforward. It's not going to take super long once you have all of your parts die cut out, which is nice. I like sets like that, even though I do need the guide of the front cover to verify that I am putting the right things down where they belong. But look at that. It is super cute, and I used a Michaels pre-made card base again, but this one has its own paper backing looking, so it's kind of fun. I could even open this up a little bit, make it slightly interactive. And there you go. That is a fast and easy winter card, and it took me no time flat to get this going. Thank you for watching today. I will let you know that today is the last day of my giveaway. It is also the last day of our holiday sale on my website. We have a lot of great last minute gifts that are ready to ship. Some of them take 1 to 3 days to create because they're made. They just need to either be printed or burned or whatever. But I hope you check out the link down below. I will also give you a 10% discount. The code word is holiday10, and that'll get you 10% off of our shop. Mom and I have a lot of goodies because we are making way for some amazing new inventory in the new year. And so we want to make sure that you take advantage of the sale. And we are still, up until today, offering a free shipping off of $35 or more purchase. That will be going away this upcoming week though, because our shipping prices have definitely gone up. So I hope you check out those links as well. And also, my hubby and I have started a class, and we are teaching people how to manage and maintain your assets through the trust process. The course has a half off discount code right now. I will have that link down below and the code down below, but it is a simple code. It is half off. So if you have a parent who is looking to settle a trust and wants to know how to administer it, we can help you. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining the hop today. There is no link to the next person, but you can follow the hop by using the hashtag down below. Don't forget to find the joy in your day. Happy making! Bye! And I die cut this handle out of, I die cut maintain your assets through the, oh, my children, I love them. I love when they talk while I'm talking. Isn't that fantastic? Anyways, I lost my train of thought. And happy making. Bye. Really? This is when they decide to crash all their toys?